Hey, what's up guys? Your average wargamer is back with another video of World of Warships. And today I'm going to be featuring again my favorite German battleship in World of Warships, the T10 Mecklenburg. A steel battleship which in my opinion is absolutely satisfying to play with its amazing accuracy and dispersion of the guns even though they have 305mm guns. Regardless of these very low caliber guns, the best thing about these guns is that it has battlecruiser dispersion. And obviously with my build that I have, I put this battleship also as a secondary build because that's what the German battleships are really about. I mean, amazing accuracy along with the secondary build that I have make Mecklenburg a really satisfying ship to play. Not only with the consistency of the guns, but also, I mean, it has also the torpedoes, which you can able to clearly see down below, makes Mecklenburg very strong. And 16 of the guns, which means the reliability to hit a citadel on a cruiser is certainly very high. And I mean, even the angled ships like battleships maybe, you can always switch to HE, but the AP of Mecklenburg is still very juicy and spicy, and I absolutely love this ship to play. Very good guns, 16 of them, and a spotter plane if you really want to have a long range. It already have 22 kilometers of range, but it still have a spotter plane along with also one of the very decent consumable to have, which is defensive AA. So a steel ship that is a German monster like Mecklenburg is so much great. And in this game you will be able to clearly see that whenever you get the situation and to push in and do reliable damage, the guns will never gonna disappoint. Also, the secondaries of Mecklenburg along with the captain that I have, Gunther Lutyens, really nice captain to put on that ship, which basically make the ship even more fun to play once you get these guns, you know, or the secondaries to the particular damage numbers. I mean, if you get 140 shell hits, which is definitely possible in Mecklenburg, another advantage of using Gunther Lutyens, well, it helps in making the guns reload time even better. And obviously, if you have, you know, these guns like good accuracy and dispersion with secondaries, I mean, if you get 100 secondaries, you're also going to get a better reload time on secondary. So I mean, not only the primary guns are gonna get buffed with the Gunther Lutyens, the secondaries are also gonna get buffed if you get 100 secondaries, which in this ship is definitely very much possible. Talking about the broadside on cruisers, you can clearly see that you did exactly very spicy, juicy, good damage with 2 citadel hits. And I mean, I slightly pushed in here, like getting overextending, like kinda here, and I realized that I'm in a crossfire. If the Kurfürst tried to shoot me, the broadside of the Mecklenburg is definitely very vulnerable, and then there is a Kiev that is trying to push for some reason that I don't understand, but hey, he will die because he has to kinda ridiculously overextended here. And yeah, look at that dispersion that I shot on the Constellation. And again, the same results. So nice to even watch when you have a battleship that does really rewards you with decent aim. And Mecklenburg definitely does not disappoint. Mecklenburg, well, obviously has weaknesses, like HP pool of the Mecklenburg is definitely on the lower side. Like usually the battleships have around 90,000 to 100,000 HP, but 85,000 is sort of around the ranges where you pretty much see very high HP pool tier 9 ships. So it's basically having HP pool of around the highest tier 9 battleship levels of HP, which is fine. At least not around the tier 10 levels like Yamato, but certainly isn't too bad, like incomparable. On the other hand, the air strike attacks on submarines, which is obviously another big problem in the World of Warships, that submarines kind of trying to cause your life hard. Well, the good thing is that it does have 11 kilometer submarine firing range sort of thing, like the depth charges. So you don't have to fear that that usually you feel in Thunder, Ohio, which also in fact getting buffed, which is so nice to see. And I will definitely going to post a couple of videos on Thunder and Ohio, because that buff on submarines is such a very, very welcoming change. So Mecklenburg, I'm gonna be pushing now because, well, I realized that C flank and B flank is kind of really in a bad spot. Like there's not a whole lot of thing on the B that can actually stop us from doing what we are doing right now. There is Trump, which is again my division mate, and there is a Minotaur that is broadsiding at the moment. I'm not sure that does he know that there is a Mecklenburg with 16 guns coming right on him. But if he, well, unfortunately, he realizes the situation. But again, 305mm guns at least gives the overmatch. And look at that shell amount. 16 guns definitely going to hurt. And I almost did like crazy damage to that poor Minotaur and almost killed him, but didn't get Death Strike, which kind of sucks. And Minotaur comes up with Super Heal, which again, sometimes you almost get the ships, but well, RNG decides that no, I can't get Death Strike, so. But hey, I'm still very happy with the dispersion and accuracy of the Mecklenburg, and it is so comfortable to play. Minotaur, I basically shot the Minotaur here, did really nice damage, and then there is a Takashi. And just like I have said, the dispersion of the Mecklenburg is pretty consistent, and when you throw 16 shells on a single target, there's always going to be a chance like that. And that poor Takashi, well, they didn't last for too long and died with my good guns with dispersion that is super spicy. Then there is Burgon. Getting into the secondary range, there is so much fun right now that I'm having, with the secondaries blazing all over the place, the guns doing really nice damage, as you can able to see, almost at 9,000 damage. It is so much great to watch. And when you have these situations, it's amazing, it's awesome, it feels great to play. Like there is a GK that is broadsiding. I didn't have to switch to HE. I just simply put my guns, shoot on the upper belt to get a lot much more consistent and juicy shells. Unfortunately, here in this situation, I just didn't manage to get enough aim right, which obviously you have to do it right. But hey, the GK is like 6,000 HP, and definitely with my front guns on him, I can definitely kill this guy. Unfortunately, I've seen there is a Malta, which probably gonna try to drop me, but well, he's very quickly changed the target to Smolensk, and I was thinking, okay, if that's the case with the defensive AA, that's pretty good actually, right? But yeah, somehow he didn't drop me, and that's the really good thing about Mecklenburg. Your defensive AA definitely is quite a deterrent against average and above average CV players. Good CV players will definitely avoid you under situations, but yeah, that's the value that you can get out of defensive AA. And talking about the broadsides, there's a Minotaur that broadsided again, and well, didn't last too long because, well, he's gonna get punished, and that's what exactly happened. So amazing ship to play. What did I miss? Well, you know that the Mecklenburg has 6 kilometer torpedo range. So if you find a situation where a battleship is pushing towards you, you can definitely brawl in that ship, man. Way better than Burgon in terms of brawling, because I built the secondary build on the Mecklenburg, and that helps quite a bit. Well, Trump is trying to rush the enemy CV. But yeah, the game is almost over. It's the game that the enemy team just literally throwed by just wavering and hovering, or whatever you can say. They're just around the 9-10 line for some reason. Like 2 of their battleships just trying to push for no reason here. Like it's not gonna be worth it of doing anything out there, but they're just doing it regardless. And that kind of sucks, but hey, that's what usually you find things in randoms, right? Good thing is, well, I do have a spotter plane for a couple of seconds, so I can still take some shots around 23 kilometers, and Mecklenburg's shelf light time isn't that bad. I mean, it is still pretty okay. I mean, you can just aim and definitely they're going to be some shells that gonna hit, like this Imami taking at least 7,000 damage. I mean, sure, the battleships that having higher caliber guns can do a lot better at long ranges, but usually you find pretty much comfortable targets around 20-ish kilometers where Mecklenburg still gonna do just fine. And as you can able to see, did 10,000 damage even though my aim was slightly worse, like 5 overpens, just because I just aim on the superstructure of that Ohio. So yeah, I have to aim slightly better, which if I do, then it's gonna really worth it. Well, as you can able to see, the Malta is trying to kill our Smolensk, and again did 10,000 damage to that guy. And well, the CV obviously trying to kill our Smolensk. I pop defensive AA, and then I'm trying to shoot down as much planes as possible. But obviously we're talking about Malta. He will still going to get one drop at least, and he got one Citadel, but he didn't kill the Smolensk. On the other hand, I shot at Imami, trying to help dealing good damage to the planes, but well, these planes not getting shot down even with the defensive A. I mean, somehow I just managed some of the shells, some of the planes to be shot down, but again, I mean, we're talking about Malta, right? And look at the consistency of the Mecklenburg. It's pretty good, but my aim was certainly not. The Imami basically taken some shatters on ricochet. I mean, because, well, I just aimed pretty bad here. Still, regardless, as you can able to see, I did 196k damage, and I mean, it shows that this ship is so strong under many situations. As a battleship player, you will definitely going to enjoy this steel ship. So one of the German battleships that I absolutely recommend to get if you have a chance to buy this ship. Mecklenburg is certainly one of the strongest battleship in the game, and definitely worth it for your money. And here I'll probably be able to kill the Imami here because he just got AFK, probably left the game. He realized the situation is bad. And talking about the proc, you get 140 shell hits and you get a better reload, which is so nice to see. Which is basically comes up to the victory section, which is score, and that is pretty simple, easy game. I would say some secondary hits, 211k damage, and you have almost 1 million credits earnings and some good free XP from Blue Booster, and 8 Citadel hits, which is nice to see, and 4 kills. Team score wise, 2.5k base XP, so I was very happy with the numbers. Very fun ship to play, and so much satisfying to watch. I mean, I was commentating and watching my replay, and I realized that Mecklenburg is so much amazing to play. Sometimes it could be amazing playmaker and a consistent ship to have. A German ship, which is also very nice to see. So I hope you like the game. I hope you like the content. If you like, please like, subscribe, and share. And I will definitely catch you into the next one. Till then, bye bye and peace out.